Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank the leader and the staff on our side for helping to make this possible. This is an historic moment in the state of New York where we will, for the first time, allow for the adoptees in the state of New York to receive a certified copy of their own original birth certificate. Currently, for those people who have never had an opportunity to do that, and for going forward, anyone who reaches the age of 18 will now have that opportunity. I want to thank the many, many hundreds of adoptees in the state of New York and across the country for active participation and working over 20 years to make this day happen. And today we have joining us on the floor Annette O'Connell and her son, Annette represents the New York State Adoptee Rights Coalition, and we also have with her Claudia D'Arcy, who is representing the Adoptive and Foster Family Coalition of New York. And they just represent only two organizations of hundreds that have weighed in on this bill. And today we join 9 other states who already allow for access directly for those people who've been adopted years and years ago, who will now have access to their birth certificate. It will make it possible for people to learn about themselves, their health history, their lineage, and where they come from in the world, and who they are. This really is for people who have been adopted and who now would like to know, who am I? And that question will now be able to be answered. So, Mr. President, I thank my colleagues for agreeing to support this. We have over 30 of us who are on this legislation. So there are many, many of us in this room who support that, including a couple of my colleagues from the other side, so to speak, if you will. I'm not saying they're a part of the other side today, because this is today, this is both sides saying we want adoptees to have this information. So thank you, Mr. President, and certainly, and without question, I vote aye.